Hi, I'm Lara Sundell.
And I'm Kelsey Benford. We're part of the community events team for Grapevine Parks and Recreation. And today we're going to show you how to make some awesome t-shirts for National Parks and Recreation Month of July.
So to get started, we went ahead and took a few extra steps to get us prepared. First off, we went to Walmart. And how much were these little packs?
$4.
So these little tie-dye packs at Walmart contain everything you need to make your own tie-dye shirt.
We've already prepped our workspaces, trash bags, lined on top with paper towels. We have our rubber bands ready. We went ahead and already shook up our dye. All you do is add water to the bottle and give it a good shake. We have our plastic wrap for the ends and any other household materials you want to make your design.
We also already washed and shrank our shirts, so they're ready to go and ready for us to do our own little designs on. All right, now that you know all of the steps to get started, we're ready to go ahead and start our tie-dye party. Woo-hoo. For me, I'm gonna do the classic tie-dye circle, and we'll show you how to do that in just a moment. Kelsey, what design are you gonna go with?
I'm gonna do a really awesome sunburst design that looks like fireworks. You can use rocks from in your backyard. Make sure you give them a little rinse. They could be a little dirty with the mulch or grass, whatever is on them. Give them a little rinse. Place them all around, however you want your fireworks to show up on your shirt. And then you're gonna take your t-shirt, cover your rocks, and then you'll take your rubber bands, and all you're gonna do is pinch the fabric around the rocks and tie your rubber band tight. Do that to every single rock under your shirt.
All right, and for mine, I'm gonna do the classic tie-dye swirl that you see on a lot of the old school t-shirts. So for the first step, all you have to do is take your fingers and pinch it together. And notice that I moved mine away from my workspace because it'll pull the paper towels if you don't. And then you start to slowly turn your shirt and sweep as you go to keep it locked into that swirl pattern. And once you have your circle done, you can start with rubber banding. And now we're ready to start with adding our dye in.
Before you add your dye, make sure you glove up. As you can see, the dye didn't really take to the shirt very well. So a little trick we have is bringing in a water bottle, and we're going to squirt the shirt to get it damp. And this should help it receive the color a lot better.
Next up, we have to wrap these in plastic and let them set.
And we're back. 24 hours, we let our shirts sit, wrapped in plastic wrap to stay damp so the color can really get in there to those threads. Put your gloves back on, as dye may get on your hands as we're gonna rinse this off. But right now, we're gonna take our scissors and we're going to rebuild our shirt.
Here we go. I'm ready. I didn't spiral quite. Like it's supposed
Oh, you need more saturation.
I do.
Now we're going to rinse under cold water until the water runs clear. And then we're gonna go one cycle in a washing machine, just these two shirts, no other clothes. And then we're going to hang it to dry outside.
All right, so we added a little more color, but clearly I am just afraid of adding too much color. So whenever you have your kit, feel free to use the entire bottle. Keep that in mind.
Thank you so much for learning how to make an awesome tie-dye shirt for Tie-Dye for July.
And thank you for joining us for National Parks and Recreation Month. Have a happy 4th.